What does the Seattle Central Public Library have to do with inspiration, innovation, and creativity? And what does a security guard have to do with it? Everything. In this video, I'm going to share with you what I experienced here at the Central Public Library here in Seattle. Just gave a talk on innovation, and I decided to wander because that's what I love to do. It's what supercharges your powers as an innovator. And so in this video, you're going to learn from me in a first-person walkthrough, which I've never done before, how this will inspire you to think differently. I hope you find this helpful, and I want to know totally what you think about it. So join with me. It's going to be a bit longer, but I hope you find this an interesting video. Hey everyone, it's Leo Chan. I just gave a talk here at the Seattle Central Public Library, and this place is super innovative and super cool. So I want to give you a tour of it because I think this has a lot to do with innovation and creativity, and also making things accessible to everyone, which is one of my missions, is to make innovation accessible to everyone. So I'm going to turn this camera back around. I'm going to show you this incredible library, which is the coolest library I have ever been in my entire life. And we'll talk about innovation along the way. All right? So talk to you soon. So I'm here in a place called the Mixing Chamber, which is on level 5 of the library. And what I love about this space is it invites what I call creative collisions. And this is what I actually implemented at Chick-fil-A at Hatch, the innovation lab I redesigned in 2018, was the ability for unlike people or random people to be able to bump into each other. And when you do that, you can collaborate and create new innovation. And it's really a wonderful way to share perspectives. And so the library here absolutely knows this principle because they have what's called mixing chambers, which basically is open seating for anybody to sit in. So let me change the camera so you can take a look. So you can see it's just complete open seating all the way around, and you get great views of the entire library. So super cool. Innovation principle is to mix people up so that they can collaborate, you get diversity of thought. All right, on to the next space. Another important trait in innovation is the space you're in. And you can see this space is super creative. So we're gonna walk down the stairs to level 4, and you'll see this is a very creative space. So we're gonna walk down the stairs so you can take a look. Okay, so now we're descending from the 5th floor to the 4th, and you'll see it's pretty cool. All right, looks like I'm giving a first-person commentary. I don't know why it's purple. I don't know why it's red, but it's super cool. So this is the red area. We're now walking through the purple area. It's just so unique. How can you not be inspired being here? And you get the view of the really cool glass on the side too. So it is super, super cool. Look how beautiful this is. If all our corporate environments look like this, we'd have bounds of ideas. Right? Let's get out of our typical corporate boardrooms, dark spaces, and do something more creative like this to inspire more creativity. All right, so now we're going up to the 6th floor. I have to be honest, I've never been so excited to explore a library in my life. I'm like, what else is going to be found? What else am I going to see? I don't know. So let's see. Looks like we just go up. Looks like there's a bunch of books here, so not that there's nothing to see, but this is where all the library parts of the book, where the library part is, where all the books are. So looks like we're seeing tons of books here. Seriously, I am very excited about this library. It's really cool. All right, let's see what we get to on level 8. This is really, truly so inspiring. I mean, just look at the architecture, the colors, the textures, the palettes. This is probably where my designer is coming out, but wow, this is incredible. I love this. So welcome to level 10 of the Seattle Central Public Library. This is incredible. I mean, look at the architecture, the lighting, the creativity in this space. This is just insane. All right, folks, if you live in Seattle, the Central Library is where you gotta be. And you gotta come to level 10, because I'm telling you, as an innovation and creativity guy, I would love this space. By the way, I wanna talk about something for you. Not all of us can have one of these, but your environment really matters. And so when you're creating and you want to think more creatively and innovatively, one tip that I want to give to you is to think about your environment. Did you know that if you go outside in nature, you will be more creative? There's lots of studies that show this. There's a famous research study, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but people that spent, I think it was 2 days in nature, not sure how they quantified that, but 2 days in nature, they were 40% more creative when they got back. 40%. So go outside, change your environment, be in a space that you feel creative in, and that will help you creatively, because your environment matters. Just like if you were here in the public library with me, you'd feel really creative. All right, I'm starting to whisper now because now it's feeling more library. You're not supposed to be too loud in a library, but this is super cool. Okay, so apparently this is the best viewpoint because you're overlooking the atrium. Now, I'm a little bit afraid of heights, so I'll try to film this for you, but I ain't getting too close. And let's not drop the camera. And that's probably about as much as I can show you all, but wow, this is incredible. Look at this view. Okay, so I was right. This definitely has the library vibes. You're not supposed to be talking too loud here because this is where people are heads down working, a lot of headphones here, but that's why I'm whispering. But you can see, super nice place to get work done. Heads down working time. And you get this gorgeous view. So sick. Look at that. You can just find a little space to work. Again, if you can imagine all corporate offices like this, I'm telling you, be some sweet, fresh thinking here for sure. It's gorgeous here. All right, so I'm going down the stairs from 10. This is basically where all the books are. But I saw on a map that level 8 has a music area of sorts, so I'm gonna go check that out. Okay, so you can even play instruments here. They have keyboards in these 2 rooms like this. You can even rent out an acoustic guitar, an acoustic bass guitar, and a ukulele. Fun fact, I play acoustic guitar and I play bass guitar, so technically I could play those here too. And then there is a little gallery here as well. So you can see they really do make things accessible to everybody. I really dig what I'm seeing. It's so cool. Right now we are on floor number 7. So this is the business section. You know what's really cool? If you want to learn something, it's all here in the library and it's free. It's all available to you. You know what there needs to be is an innovation and creativity area. Not just business, because innovation and creativity is good for everything. So that's some thoughts I have about this. So this really is the main floor. This is floor 3/4, I believe. You can see it's just gorgeous. You can walk in from the outside. It is really, really nice. Like, look at all the greenery, the lighting, it's amazing. Okay, so one of the things I have to talk about is how friendly the security is here. I immediately noticed this when I walked in this morning to give my talk, but ended up chatting with Dave, who was the security officer that saw me come in, and he's literally the nicest security officer I've ever met. So I ended up running back into him after my talk as I was wandering through the library, and we literally had the best conversation ever. And he was telling me about how here at the library, they've really tried to innovate the way they do security. And they're very, very friendly. They make eye contact, they're personable. They're not just kind of like, your typical security folks that are more serious and, it's a very serious job, of course, but they make it a point to disrupt how they do that. And in fact, he's telling me, I think it was like his colleague has been going around the United States to talk about their different approach to security at the library, which really I have noticed myself. And we actually had a great conversation. I got to learn all about this. And I learned about a great quote from Albert Einstein. And he said that imagination is, okay, I might mess this up, but imagination is more powerful and more valuable than knowledge. I'm gonna look that up when I get home. But we had a great conversation around that. And it just goes to show that innovation, as I believe, is everywhere and everything needs innovation. So I'm gonna turn around because I think this background is super nice. The one thing I want to talk to you all about is this whole concept about making things accessible. And I referenced this earlier, but what's really amazing to me is that all the resources at the library are free to everybody. And that's something that they really preach here. They really want all the resources here to be accessible. The space, the resources, books, music, everything should be accessible. And I truly believe that's what innovation and creativity should be. You have the ability to innovate within you. And whether you've leaned into it or not fully, it is a teachable mindset and skill set that anyone can learn. And I truly believe that. And it's why I talk so much about innovation and creativity on social media. It's why I have courses on LinkedIn Learning. And it's why I like to give this all to you for free, because I want this to be in the hands of the people. Because it is something that I wish was as prolific as reading. I wish in elementary school, children are taught to unleash their innovative and creative potential, because the more innovative and creative we are, the more human we are, and the more we will be relevant when AI takes over everything, because AI cannot replicate us as humans in this space. It is the way we solve problems. It's the way we are human, and it's why I am so passionate about all of this. So I hope you found this tour of the public library insightful, and I also hope that you see how this library inspires innovation and creativity. And I hope you feel inspired by the spaces you've seen. The one major takeaway I want you to think about is how will you leverage the environment you find yourself in to set you up for success, to be more innovative and creative. What textures, what colors, what patterns, where can you be? Use that to your advantage. And I hope that you will find some really productive and effective results from that. Something that I've been doing for my whole life as a designer, as an innovator, and as a creative person. So I hope you found this tour helpful. And I also want to know, what did you learn from this? And by the way, again, if you're in Seattle, come check out this library. It is super cool. All right, until next time, my friends, I'll see you in the next video. Stay innovative.